Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Curtis here, also known as the Unbox Fox. I've been meaning to do this video for quite some time. I've had a little pile going of films that I'd like to see in 4K. I have 10 in total, so this is my 10 films that I would love to see get a 4K transfer, and I think they need a 4K transfer. So first of all is a film that Keith at Euphoria Pictures also picked out for his video. This is going to sound like I'm copying you, Keith, but I totally agree with everything you said about this. And it's the Burbs. Like Keith said, there's two scenes in particular in this film that just look really bad. And it's the scene where they're talking about the guy murdering people on the street, and they're all walking down, and the background just looks horrendous. And also the scene where they go into the Klopex house, which, like Keith said, is like one of the best scenes in the film. Really needs 4K. It would be brilliant if they could upscale the picture in this and make it look really good. And it, like Keith also said, this needs the soundtrack upscale. It would be really brilliant, except the only bit that would put me off about the audio is the part where Tom Hanks's character eats the sardine on the little pretzel. That sound is just it's such a good scene, but it just puts my skin on edge. It's like, oh gosh. But yes, I really do think this needs a 4K. If you want to go check out Keith's video of the 4Ks, what the films he would like to see in 4K, I will leave a link in the description of this video so you can go and check that out. But yeah, that's my number one pick. My second pick is one of my absolute favourite shark films that I think would be brilliant on 4K, and that is Deep Blue Sea. I just think this would look great. Like the setting underwater, the sharks, everything. I just think this would look great with also like an upscaled audio of Dolby Atmos maybe, would just be brilliant. So that's my number two pick, Deep Blue Sea. My third pick is a film that I'm surprised hasn't got 4K, and I think would look absolutely fantastic in 4K, and that is The Perfect Storm. I think some of the scenes in this would just look brilliant in 4K. Like I said, I'm surprised it already hasn't got 4K. So yes, that is my third pick, The Perfect Storm. Now the next one is quite obscure and a bit of a cult classic for sort of my age group and above, and it was really hard for me to get this on Blu-ray, but I'm so glad I got it on Blu-ray, and I really think that this could work really well as a 4K, and that is The Pagemaster. I really think the bit where it all changes into animation would just really pop with all them colours. There's some really good scenes in this film. If you haven't seen this film, I would totally recommend checking it out. A brilliant film as a kid, and I watched it recently, and I just think it's a great film that just sort of went under the carpet and nobody really went back to, but I really think that this needs 4K, and I really think that a lot more people should watch this. It's a really good film. So that was my fourth pick, Pagemaster. Now this next one, here we go. I think a lot of people are absolutely begging to have this on 4K. I'd love to have these on 4K, and that is the Nightmare on Elm Street films. I mean, come on, why haven't we got this on 4K already? I don't know if it's a studio problem or what, but we really need these on 4K. I'm quite happy to have these in Blu-ray and have the whole collection so that I can watch them, but I'm rather disappointed with this release itself because it comes in just a single Blu-ray case, and the other thing is you've got the first film on one disc, and then you've got like the second and third on this one, and the 4th and 5th, and the 6th and 7th on that one, and a bonus disc. I would like them if they were all on separate discs, in separate cases maybe. Maybe even a steelbook collection on 4K would look brilliant with all the different artwork from the films. But yes, this really does need a 4K update, and we need it now. But yeah, so that was my 5th pick, and that's the Nightmare on Elm Street films. The next one is just a film that I really enjoy and I think would be brilliant in 4K, and that is A Knight's Tale with the legend himself, Heath Ledger. Just such a really cool movie, like a old school sort of night film with like modern music, and I think that the scene with We Will Rock You would just be brilliant in 4K with some upscaling of the sound and the picture. So yeah, that's my next pick, my 6th pick, A Knight's Tale. Now this next one, me and Keith in the comments of YouTube have discussed this film, and we both think this needs a 4K transfer. I think Keith would have liked to have mentioned it in his video, but he watched this after doing his video, I think. Forgive me if I'm wrong, Keith, but it's Sleepy Hollow. This really does need a 4K. I mean, I think the blacks, in contrast with all the reds of the blood, classic Tim Burton blood, would just look absolutely brilliant. One of my all-time favourite Tim Burton films, if not my all-time favourite. It's just this movie. It's I feel like not a lot of people sort of really talk about this film, and I just think it's one of his best. But yeah, this really does need a 4K, and I really want one now. I love this movie, and it really does deserve a 4K release. So yeah, that was my 7th pick, Sleepy Hollow. The next one up is another Johnny Depp film, and I don't think a lot of people have heard of this, unless you are a Jack the Ripper enthusiast, and that is From Hell. I really enjoy this movie. I'm a bit of a Jack the Ripper enthusiast myself. I find the whole mystery of it just really intriguing, and I just love how this film covers all the theories in one. It's just a really good movie, and I think it would be really good in 4K. So that's my 8th pick, From Hell. My 9th pick is a disaster movie that I just loved watching as a kid. I think it's got that sort of, this came out around about the same sort of time as Volcano, and it was like, is it Volcano or is it this film? And it's Dante's Peak. And I almost feel like if you've watched Volcano and you like Volcano, you're a Volcano fan. If you've watched Dante's Peak and you grew up with Dante's Peak, you're a Dante's Peak fan. To me, I'm a Dante's Peak fan. I've never seen Volcano. I probably should. But yes, I think this would look really good in 4K with all the lava and all the smoke going off, and some of the scenes in this would just look really cool, and the sound would be amazing in this film. So yes, but then this leads me on to my next film, because I was looking up what disaster movies we have got in 4K. You know, we've got The Core, which I know I've heard is awful 4K transfer. We've just had Deep Impact come out recently on 4K, and so the next film the next film that I have that I think needs a 4K, I actually thought did have a 4K. I did double check and I was like, oh, I thought this did have a 4K, and it's Michael Bay's Armageddon. Now I think it's, you know, you've got, I think the same again with like Dante's Peak and Volcano. I think this was sort of out around the same time as Deep Impact, and it's got that, is it Deep Impact or Armageddon? But I really like Deep Impact. I'm thinking about getting it on 4K, and I really want this to be released on 4K. I really do enjoy this movie. Some people hate it, but I really enjoyed this. So yes, that was my 10 movies that I personally would like to see get a 4K transfer. Let me know if you agree with any of my picks. Let me know if you disagree with any of my picks. I'd like to know everybody's opinions. I'd also like to know what you would like to see on 4K. So yeah, that was this video. If you liked what you saw, give me a like. If you'd like to see some more of my videos in the future and be a part of the Unbox family, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you on the next video. Bye for now, guys.